name is Danny, and if you're new to the channel, I am just posting this video about homeschool. I homeschool my 10-year-old son and my 4-year-old daughter, and I also teach English from home. And this is our first year being home and homeschooling, so I'm going to share the journey with you. And this is our second video about homeschool, and this is our 3-month update. And the struggle is real. You know what I mean? All right, stay tuned, guys. I'm going to tell you all about what we're doing right now. We have been homeschooling for the first time for about 3 months now. So I wanted to let you know how it was really going. It's really tough, you guys. It's really tough. So I thought it would be easy. Okay, that's not true. I always knew that it would be difficult to teach my own children because I knew that with my parents, we struggled to do homework together. Whereas at school, I was a very good student. So the same thing is happening with my son. He is 10, and all through his school career, he has been an overachiever, a pleaser, and a very bright student. So he tested last year in the Iowa test. He tested on an 8th grade level, and he is in 5th grade this year. He was in 4th grade last year. So how accurate that is, I don't know, but he was pretty proud, and I was pretty proud, and still proud of him. But we have been struggling, okay? So I am struggling to find balance with him, and he likes to play video games. And I'm really a big supporter of if something brings you joy, then you should have time in your day to do it, right? But there should be limits. So I had an idea that he should earn his video games by the time that he puts into school is the time he gets in video games. Because he's always trying to get out of school. Are we done yet? Are we done yet? Are we done yet? And I'm thinking, where is my little motivated boy? Where did he go? So we're still struggling to get him back. He still is always checking the time. And so we're working through it. So I've been working without a curriculum. If you've been following my last video about homeschooling, I did not want to go and buy a curriculum. So we started out with a bunch of different things. So let me tell you how that has been going for us. We have been doing a lot of Espanol. I got this from the library. We do a lot on the internet where we just look up words. And he did one Spanish class online. He did a free trial, and then we paid for one Spanish class. And it was pretty good, but I want to learn with him, so we've been practicing things together. So Spanish is something that we can always do together. I found a really cool app called Duolingo. It's free, and so every day we all do a little bit of our Duolingo on our phone, and it's really good. It makes you feel really smart, so it really encourages you to continue learning whatever language you want to learn. So I recommend that. I've been having him study early civilizations of the Americas. And what I want him to learn to do is to read, take notes on what interests him, and then take it a step further and research about it. So I'm trying to teach him to self-study in that way. So he's been taking notes. We just finished long division and multiplication. He's got a pretty good handle on that. So yay! So today we started fractions, and fractions can be tricky, but we just started out with some really basic things that I wrote down for him. The bottom must be the same when you add fractions, and then we reduced some fractions. So this was his introduction to fractions today, and I think I'm going to go to Khan Academy to help explain how to change the denominator when you add fractions, because it was a struggle for me in school, so I want to make sure I teach him the right way. So I'll keep you posted on fractions and how that is going. And so when he does his Spanish, he has a language notebook for all his language things. We actually just reused his notebooks from last year. So when I give him a Spanish test, I just write down the words in English or in Spanish back and forth, and he fills them in. He didn't get the pink ones. And then some days I'll just have him go make a list of words in Spanish. We're learning our subject pronouns. Anyway, Spanish is our go-to because I want to learn Spanish as well. And what we have been doing to keep him on track, I don't want him to come to me and say, I don't know what to do, I don't know what to do. So here's his clipboard, and it has each thing that we're doing in each subject. So he can go here and say, which one do I want to do? So yeah, there's our little clipboard for the week. And also, I wanted to show you, these are the element cards that he got for Christmas. Thanks, Mom. And they just tell you about each element. And can you hear him? Can you hear him? He's already playing his games because we're done with school. So these are really neat. Your child is into science and elements, and I have a really cool book about elements that we are reading. It's a little bit advanced, but I'm going to have him read a little bit every day. All right. We also did, I don't have the book here, but he did the 7 Wonders of the United States. Okay, so when it talked about the Mississippi being the second longest river in the world, I said, or in the United States, I said, well, where is the longest river in the world? So he looked it up on his phone, and then he would take notes. Same with, he was studying Mount McKinley, Denali, second tallest mountain in the world. Okay, what's the tallest? Mount Everest. Okay, where is Mount Everest, right? So I had him look it up. Learned that Mount Everest, the border of China and Tibet, goes over the summit of Mount Everest. So cool. So, and then here's our picture of Denali right here that I took when Aiden was with me, when he was just 2 years old when we were in Alaska. So, as far as my 4-year-old goes, we've been doing a lot of alphabet. I have the alphabet up here on the wall, and she practices her letters. Now, she went to Montessori school, so she knows like this as w, w. So I'm trying to teach her, yes, that is the sound, and the name is W. Big W, small w. And then she goes up on the board and she writes it. And she has some cut and paste books that she likes to use. And we're also practicing the days of the week and the months of the year. So just whatever she feels like doing. And she does our Espanol with us as well. So that's pretty much what we've been doing. Sometimes we get off track. The other day we looked up on YouTube about genetics and dominant and recessive genes. So that was fun. But we need to do more. So I am considering getting a curriculum, but I don't know yet. I actually just want to see how this goes and see if I can get his motivation back. And I really want to teach him to be an independent learner, to be able to read, take notes, and then talk about what he learned about. So I'm trying to find this balance, you guys, to make school fun and also teach him to be a self-motivated learner. Because when you get to college, here's the thing, guys. High school can be a breeze. High school was a breeze for me. I got to college and I was like, oh my, what? I have to study. I have to go to class by myself. Nobody's making me go to class. You know, all those things. So I want to teach him that self-motivation. So that is about it. And I'd love to hear from anybody who is trying out homeschool or has any advice for me. So thank you for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Adios.